Hello, and welcome back to Senior Send-Off's Black Woman Edition. In this third episode, we explore the role that previous lived experiences may have in a person's, specifically Black woman's journey in college. It's no surprise that college can be a transformative experience, especially when we look at the intersectionality that gender and race and other identities can have.
In this episode, we'll be interviewing Stephanie, Anovu, Yvonne, and Hayat to answer this question. How has your lived experiences impacted your transition into higher education?
Yeah, I feel like being from a place that was mostly what people would call minority is changed when I got here, when I actually was a minority, just because I'm not used to being one. So having to experience I get in the elevator and someone gets out the elevator. I was like not realizing it until later. I was like, okay, it's not that they just happened to get off that elevator when I knew they lived on a different floor, but it was more specifically because they didn't want to be in the elevator with me. I think it also changed how I viewed Blackness in terms of because I've grown up with so many types of Black people that I knew that Blackness is a whole range. You can't specify it to one color, one hair texture, one attitude, versus when I got here, because the number of Black people was so few, it was almost the need to all become the same type of Black, which I think may have put a damper in how I grew here, just because I was I don't think that there is one type. So it made my views a little different than other people. The second part is just because my school was very under-resourced in terms of our school on those high school rankings was ranked an F. Our graduation rate was really, really low. That teachers weren't very worried about if you were already doing well. It was more so, let's really try to help the people that are post and not graduate, which I guess when I got here, it's okay, everyone now is very committed, which allowed me to, I guess, open myself and be more vulnerable to working with others, just because I know that, okay, these people all have the same goal in mind, and it's to succeed, which means that we can succeed with each other and then grow better together.
Yeah, I guess one of the identities I didn't talk about is that I'm first gen, low income. So I'm not first gen in the sense that I'm the first person in my family to go to college, but the process that my family went through undergoing college coming directly from Nigeria versus the process that I have undergone, at least going to Ivy, has just been completely different than anybody in my family has experienced. And I think another additional part of that is pursuing medicine is something that nobody in my family has done. So that has been a journey within itself where we're kind of all trying to figure it out. And then the low income aspect. So what it means to financially be in a space where our wealth gap is insane here at Harvard. So I think those experiences maybe build my character for being able to kind of come to college and be super involved. And one of the things that I guess in my lived experience and I guess the reputation that I generally have is that I do a lot of things, I do a lot of different things. And I think that has just always been my nature. I'm a busybody. I love to be in as many spaces as possible. I think it's just, I'm a yapper. I love to socialize. And I think that that's something that maybe I carried with me into Harvard. But one thing I didn't expect was, I think after my freshman year, I was trying to write my resume and I realized that I had put Black in front of every single organization. And I saw that as I personally thought it was an indication of the fact that I wasn't utilizing Harvard for all that it is, in the sense that I wasn't expanding my horizons and communicating with different types of people and different types of experiences that people might have on this campus. But in hindsight, I think it's just a testament to how beautiful the unity becomes when we are such a minority on this campus. And I would say that that's an aspect of my lived experience that I didn't expect, I guess, to kind of shift my college trajectory.
Yeah, I mean, without going too crazy, but my lived experiences have felt in me a lot of determination and a lot of persistence, which is something that I really had to rely upon to continue to succeed throughout my journey through Harvard. So I think that living through what I have and having those qualities instilled in me has helped me find success here.
I think even though like I'm a first-gen student, I've been very privileged in regards to, like, not necessarily monetary, but just in regards to the experiences I've been allowed to have. Like, I had an older sister who was attending this very same college that was able to like help guide me through the process a little bit. I think I attended a very diverse high school, so it was a little bit of a transition getting used to like how not so diverse Harvard is, but it's also impacted my transition in the sense that I was like the first semester I was quite honestly having a blast because it was so fun to get to meet people that come from like such different places, to get to learn from them and their own unique experiences. But yeah, I don't know.